Cue the intro. Hello viewers and listeners, I am Brawlers here with another video for all of you guys to take a look into, and I don't have a set name for it yet because I wish to continue this onward as I would like to progress on in the near future, but for the moment I will call it Event versus Event. Since I am a channel that covers mainly electronic dance music, I'm going to be covering everything from nightclubs, undergrounds, festivals, so on and so forth. And if there are any major stuff that are coming around the corner, you bet that I'm going to be reviewing and taking a look into these events and the lineups and my opinions towards them. If any of you folks have the little thought of, does this guy sound like he's laid back? Well, that's because I am literally laid back. Just a little side note. But we're going to move on from here. For this video, I was planning on doing two separate videos. One for the Crush event and one for the real Event versus Event. But I have to give the honorable mentions to this upcoming Valentine's Day weekend event by Insomniac, which is none other than Crush. What this event is going to be a raved, love-themed festival, a short festival which takes place on a one-day scale, or if you're fortunate to be living in San Francisco, it'll be for 2 days. If you wish to partake in 1 day or in 2 days, you get to do so. So for Crush, Insomniac, I hear this is going to be their 11th year going in. Last year was their 10th anniversary, and I would like to cover the grounds very briefly before I get to the main Event versus Event. For this year's Crush 2020 event, there are going to be 3 known destinations that people are going to be taking maybe their loved ones. Mainly it's going to be that because it's themed with love. And most likely rave their hearts out. So there's going to be 3 known destinations, which will be in Southern California, San Francisco, and in Arizona. For Arizona, it's going to take place on Valentine's Day, which is Friday, February 14th. San Francisco is going to have both of the double whammy for February 14th and 15th. And lastly, Southern California will take place on Saturday, February 15th. For the Arizona event, these are going to be in alphabetical order. Audion, Carbon, Habstract, Jaws, and Tynan will be on the lineup. I've seen Habstract, Jaws, and Tynan, and I can tell you this, a lot of people are going to have a really fun time with these sets. For Southern California, which will take place on the 15th, we have these folks on the lineup. Alexander, Arm & Hammer, which now I finally know how to pronounce their name, Blossom, De Oro, Ravel, and Set the Sky. The only producers that I have heard of are Arm & Hammer, De Oro, and Set the Sky. Unfortunately, Arm & Hammer and De Oro were at EDC Las Vegas 2019, and I did not catch their set. However, I'm pretty sure every single one of these folks that are going to be performing for Southern California, they're going to have their unique set of love for everyone that's going to rave on for that night. And lastly, for the main area in San Francisco, 2 lineups are going to be on set. For Friday, February 14th, Arm & Hammer is going to be there, so they're going to be doing a double Crush event for Friday and Saturday, going to San Fran and then Southern California. Kashmir, Midas, I hope I'm pronouncing his name, Nazar, Set the Sky, another one that's going to be responsible for going to Southern California, and Yetab. They're going to be for the Friday 14th. Friday the 15th will be DJ Dials, Dr. Fresh, Ikali back-to-back 1788L, Elefante, Cream, and lastly W&W. The only one that I have seen is W&W at EDC Las Vegas 2019, and I have a feeling that these guys are going to stomp the floor with their big room status. Now, on to the main event that I would like to cover in. As spring is coming in closer to the year of 2020, there have been 2 confirmed lineups for these major music festivals that will be happening, one in March and one in April. So what I want to do is take a look at each lineups for Coachella 2020 and for Ultra Miami 2020. Both are very unique in their own standpoint, but since I'm someone that goes for the electronic dance music universe, most likely I already know which one I'm going to pick for if I was to choose. But let's compare these 2 festivals and see what they have in store for us. In reality, I haven't seen much of the lineups officially since Phase 2 of Ultra Miami has been announced about a little over a week ago from the time of recording this, and Coachella practically has their entire lineup confirmed. First, let's give a big introduction for Coachella. What is Coachella? This is mainly an all-around music festival. If you're looking for rock, hip-hop, rap, electronic dance music, indie music, whatever the case is, practically Coachella will have it. And for this giant festival, it goes on not one, but 2 weekends. It'll start on Friday, April 10th, ends on April 12th, which that will be for the first weekend, and then kicking it off again on Friday the 17th, and finishing off officially on Sunday, April 19th of this year. Now, I remember seeing this on a Brownies and Lemonade Insta post that they mentioned some of the headliners that are within their department that will be partaking in Coachella 2020. And as I look it up right now, I want to give a big honorable mention for the major lineups that are going to be coming in to steal the show, which is Rage Against the Machine, also Travis Scott, and lastly is Frank Ocean. Alright, it took me a little while to find this little post, even though I should have done it in less than a minute, but I'm still trying to find my way through the Instas. Here we go. So for these producers and performers that will be going into Coachella 2020, they go by the following. Gigi Margie, fortunately I was able to see her with the Make It Rain charity event that happened in Academy LA. Now, going on a side note, I wonder if Academy LA ended up seeing my video. I am shouting out the club itself because that's a really awesome club to go into. Whipped Cream, another known producer in the EDM universe. Massigo, never heard of this individual. Tonight, may have 1 or 2 songs from him. Slander, these two are gonna destroy their set in Coachella. I know Nightmare last year for Coachella 2019 did his set in one of the big primary stages, and he allowed Slander to come on in, of course, to have their song Good Vibrations, because that is their signature collaboration. And it is awesome to know that these two, they're making some amazing music. These guys are going to do something to Coachella that they're never going to forget. Kuko? Funny name, but Kuko will be on the lineup for Coachella. Jai Wolf, I do have a few songs from Jai Wolf, very melodic type of person to bring for the EDM universe. Lose the Child, very well known for the electronic dance music area. And also Madion. These two main monsters, they're going to have their set ready to go, and hopefully if they're going to have a DJ set or live, who knows, but I know for all of these individuals, they're going to have their time in either 1 week or they will be on the span for 2 weeks. Now that I'm double checking the entire list, there are more electronic dance music acts than I anticipated for just Friday alone, and I know I'm going to be finding some more on Saturday and Sunday, but the ones that I did catch notice of, Mala will also be there, the Martinez brothers, as I mentioned tonight as well, and who else? I know I saw, Vanessa, most likely, and Lost Kings. These folks are also in the electronic dance music scene, and they're going to be doing their performances. A huge shout out to Calvin Harris, which I did not get to see until just the last minute. It was awesome to know that he was like the big act in Coachella 2016 when he performed alongside a little bit with Rihanna. Rihanna was the one that sang while Calvin Harris performed from beginning to end. So if I ever get the chance to find on the internet with his set, I'll take a look into that. But another huge shout out that this individual is actually non-existent, and it's a she, and she is a program. A massive shout out to Hatsune Miku that she's going to be going into Coachella for Friday, April 10th and 17th. This is a set that I definitely would not miss if I was going to Coachella. For those that do not know who Hatsune Miku is, she is a holographic program, mainly a program that anybody can purchase and you can make music out of her. She is extremely popular in Japan, and for the first time, she's going to be hitting the huge festival of Coachella. As mentioned before, if anyone is going to go to Coachella, give Hatsune Miku a shot. She is mainly Japanese, and there is a massive fan base for her music, her style, and the best part about it, she covers literally everything from hip hop, from rock, indie, EDM, and so on and so forth. Also, shout out to Slushy that he made a song called Through the Night that features Hatsune Miku. If that plays on in Coachella, I'm going to be so happy if I get to catch that set. So with some of these acts, that is just Friday alone. For Saturday, I have seen Gigi Margie, Whipped Cream, also Jai Wolf, Black Coffee, Chami, and I know there's a few others that I might be missing. I presume Flume is also EDM. I might be mistaken, but as of the sightseeing, there's a good amount within Saturday too. Now for Sunday, it's going to be Slander and Louis the Child. So these two folks are going to be the main EDM areas for Sunday, April 12th and Sunday, April 19th. So that's going to be it. Now shifting gears into the main area of the EDM festival, which is Ultra Miami. For this lineup, this is only phase 2. For the moment, the live headliners, which are going to be having their own unique live shows, are going to be Flume. I was right. Here he is. EDM personnel. Gesaffelstein. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Griffin, Laserface, Madion, Major Lazer, Sophie Tucker, and of course, Zed presents The Orbit. The only one I have seen, Zed in the Park, which his second round was Zed presents The Orbit. Very unique little setup with what he did with his main event. Now for the main DJ headliners, they're going to be Above and Beyond, Adam Breyer, CSD, Afrojack, Amelie Lance, Armin van Buren, Carl Cox, David Guetta, DJ Snake, Dubfire going back to back with Nicole Modaver, back to back Paco Osuna, which is an exclusive. A lot of these are going to be exclusive sets. Eric Prydz, Fisher, Jamie Jones, back to back Carl Cox, back to back the Martinez brothers. That's going to be another triple threat. Now some of the double whammies that I'm seeing: Jaws back to back Nightmare and Slander back to back Hazo. These two are going to be some sets that I would not want to miss. So if Ultra Miami is going to be live streaming, I hope they would stream these two. And honestly, these two acts alone deserve the main stage, because Slander and Nightmare went to the main stage for Ultra Miami 2019, and I hope to see these guys on the main stage. Kashmir presents Dharma, Kygo, Loco Dice, Marcelo Plex, back-to-back Carl Cox. Shout out to Carl Cox. He's going to be going on 3 different areas at 3 different time slots for this festival. Mullah back-to-back DJ Snake. I'll be very surprised if these two go back-to-back on the main stage. Martin Garrix, Oliver Heldens, Riji Houghton, and Tales of Us. And since I already mentioned Slender back-to-back Hazo, there's just so many good acts for the DJ headliners alone and the live headliners. But with the supporters, it is just so difficult for one to just catch all of them. Now the supporters, I won't be naming all of them, but the list is going to be on the screen, and there are so many of them, and I know even more are going to be coming up around the corner. Me personally, what I would like to call Ultra Miami would be the small cousin or the small sibling with EDC Las Vegas. This is a huge electronic dance music festival event that a lot of people go for, and I hear that well around over 100,000 people take part for the weekend event of Ultra Miami. So some of the acts that do stand out to me, the ones that are going back to back, and I'm looking at the list right now. Mike Williams is supposed to go back to back with some other producer / performer, but it seems like their name is blurred out, so I wonder what they're going to do for that. With some of the acts, I see one that's going triple back to back. A good amount of them are going back to back. For example, Wave Dash back to back Shadian. These two underdogs, they're coming up around the scene. Also, Bass Jackers back to back Dr. Funk. There's going to be the Big Room with the Hard Style. That's going to be awesome. Danik back-to-back Sick Individuals. I wasn't able to catch their individual sets at Academy LA for their reveal 10th anniversary, but for this, if they live stream it, I really hope that I get to see it, or if they post it on their social platforms such as YouTube and such. K's back-to-back Maddox, that's going to be something else as well. As I mentioned, there's a good amount that are going back-to-back. A few that I am a little interested in if they're going to take on the main stage are the following: Dash Berlin, De Oro, and Chami. I have seen these individuals go onto the main stage at least once. De Oro, I'm still waiting to see. I will really hope he gets the main stage, because for these guys, and you know what, shout outs to Layback Luke as well. I wish that he would get the main stage. The only biggest stage that I've ever seen him go on is the worldwide stage, along with Nicky Romero. Honestly does hope that he gets the main stage. A lot of these guys, especially the underrated individuals, producers, they at least deserve the worldwide stage. But since there are a plethora of stages, I hear there are more than 6, mainly 7 to 8 stages, plus there are some that go for the live stage. For example, Christopher Cole is going to be doing a live performance. OK is going to be doing a live performance. Renier Zonneveld, hopefully I pronounced this producer's name correctly. And shoutouts to Coachella. I would like to see their set live. Well, that's going to be it for me covering the entire lineups of the festivals. Which one I would go for? Hands down, Ultra Music Festival. This is an area that I wish to go to at least once in my life to experience the atmosphere of the East Coast. When they have this festival in a year's worth of planning to make it all worthwhile. Shoutouts to Coachella as well, since if you are planning to go to Coachella, you do have a little bit more time to save up your money to do the planning, so on and so forth. But as of Ultra Music Festival Miami 2020, we're very, very close to the main showdown. Actually, less than 50 days at the time of recording this. So, closing it off, if you are someone that is strictly into electronic dance music and you want to get that atmosphere of being in a rave, Ultra Music Festival Miami is the way to go. But if you're someone that wants to have a bit of flavor of the entire music in a huge package that will give you a variety of different music styles, Coachella is the best place to go if you're willing to save up the money, that is, for either or festivals. For the main thing, these festivals, they come at a hefty price, but the price is worth it to experience at least once in your life. If you made it to the end of this video, thanks for giving me a chance to look into the event versus events. This will be a new series that I'm going to be giving a shot. And if anyone wants to leave a comment down below, let me know what other music festivals are around the corner and are on the horizon. So I would like to take a look at them, compare them, and see which ones I would personally recommend. As a no-brainer, as I said in the beginning, Ultra Miami is for me. But shoutouts to all these producers that are going to prepare for their sets. Wish them well. And please give the crowd what they go to see. Well, that's it for me. And thanks for sticking with me to the end. If you want to follow me on any of the social platforms, my links will be in the description down below. But just know that you giving me a chance to see this video from beginning to end means the world to me. So, thanks once more. And last but not least, keep listening, stay safe, and rave on.